Hello, bookkeepers and accountants. Have you ever wondered how a purchase transaction affects your books? Do you know how it impacts your trial balance and financial statements? Well, in this lesson, we are going to learn how to use ChatGPT to record and analyze a purchase transaction in just a few simple steps. First, let's break down a purchase bill. Every time you make a purchase for your business, the bill you receive contains some important details. It includes the supplier's name, the invoice date, and the invoice number to keep track of the transaction. It also lists the items you purchased, their value, and any applicable taxes. Finally, it specifies the payment terms, letting you know whether the amount has been paid or is still due. Understanding these details is key to recording the transaction correctly. To make this process even easier, we have created a powerful ChatGPT prompt that structures the accounting entry for you. You can see the prompt on the screen now. It captures everything you need, including the supplier details, invoice number, date, total amount, and a breakdown of the purchased items, along with their quantities and rates. It also asks for the payment status and whether the bill has been paid or is still outstanding. Finally, it requests a structured accounting breakdown, including the journal entry, impact on different ledger accounts, and how it reflects on the trial balance, profit and loss statement, and balance sheet. This prompt is incredibly useful because it automates the accounting process in a structured way. Instead of manually figuring out the journal entry, you get a clear breakdown of how the transaction affects your books. ChatGPT generates the correct journal entry for you, showing which accounts to debit and credit. It also explains how the transaction impacts different ledger accounts, ensuring your records stay accurate. Plus, it highlights the effect on your trial balance, keeping your debits and credits in check. Most importantly, it shows how the purchase appears in your profit and loss statement and balance sheet, helping you see the bigger financial picture. Sounds simple, right? That's the power of using AI to streamline your bookkeeping. Instead of spending time manually analyzing transactions, you can use ChatGPT to generate accurate financial records in seconds. Now, let's take a look at an actual example to see this prompt in action. In this prompt, we have added all the required information on the blank parts from our purchase invoice, like invoice number, date, and amount. After submitting the prompt about an expense invoice from Entergy Corporation, ChatGPT immediately responds with a structured and detailed breakdown, just like you'd expect from an expert bookkeeper guiding you through a real-world transaction. It starts with a journal entry showing exactly how the transaction is recorded in the books. The date is February 1st, 2025. Rent expense is debited for $5,500, reflecting the full monthly rent. Then, bank or cash is credited by $5,000, which represents the amount already paid. The remaining $500, still unpaid, is credited to accounts payable. ChatGPT presents this in a simple, clean table: date, account name, debit, and credit, making it easy to understand and replicate. Next, it breaks down the impact on the ledger accounts. It explains that rent expense increases by $5,500 as an operating cost. Bank or cash decreases by $5,000, an outflow of money, and accounts payable increases by $5,000, showing that part of the rent is still due. Each impact is matched with the account name, amount, and direction of movement. From there, ChatGPT moves to the trial balance. It lays out the same entries in debit and credit format, confirming that debits equal credits, $5,500 on both sides. This reassurance helps users understand that the entry is complete and the books stay balanced. The next section is the impact on financial statements. For the profit and loss statement, ChatGPT notes that rent expense increases by $5,500, which directly reduces net profit for February. On the balance sheet, it shows a decrease in cash under assets, a $500 increase in liabilities from accounts payable, and a corresponding reduction in equity through retained earnings, reflecting the effect of the expense on net income. ChatGPT even includes a note about the cash flow statement, pointing out that there's a $5,000 cash outflow under operating activities classified as rent paid. Finally, it wraps up with a quick summary table confirming that the expense is recorded, part of it is paid, $500 remains due, the trial balance is in sync, and the financial impact is fully accounted for. In just a few clean sections, ChatGPT delivers a complete accounting walkthrough from journal entry to financial statements, ensuring the user not only knows how to record the transaction, but also understands how it affects every layer of the books. Now, see you on the next chapter where we learned about expense entry prompt on ChatGPT.